Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Star Sector, the scavenging only run. If this is the first episode you've stumbled across in this run, I will be only using ships that I find in the wild. No purchasing ships, no doing missions that grant ships. If a mission grants a ship, I'll just delete the ship, you know, scuttle it, right? So every ship I get, I have to find or take from whoever I'm fighting today. Last episode, we got some really nice cruisers and a Venture, the best cruiser. But as you can see, there are some issues with the guns, the lack of guns, the randomness of guns, the triple thumper on this one. So what I am allowed to do in this run is purchase weapons. Otherwise, this would be far harder than it already is. So I'm just going to pop in here and see what I can do, maybe refit these a little, and then I'll get back to you. And we'll go on today's adventure. Okay. So we basically spent all of our money removing D-mods, buying weapons, and then getting fuel and supplies. We are back down to a measly 174 credits. Another important restriction to bear in mind for this run that I forgot to mention is I am not taking a commission from any faction. We are purely independent, doing whatever we can to keep flying. Oh, there's a ship floating here. Could it be our lucky day? Hey, a monitor. A monitor Mark II. Pirate monitor. We're gonna take that. Okay, and as always in this run, I am constantly in pursuit of more ships, more variety, more options. So we're just gonna go and do this analyze derelict ship mission, and if the ship is good, we will take it home with us. In the comments on the past few videos, a number of people have chimed in with certain locations where ships may be seeded. I think from the tutorial, like even if you don't do the tutorial, the content of it is still in a specific spot. So we may go and rely on those tips from viewers if necessary, if this goes poorly. The third component of this challenge is that I am on Ironman, so anything I lose is gone for good. There is no reloading the save, there's only pain. Oh, hello, Luddic Path fleet. Do you perhaps want to dance? I'd love to have those eradicators. They're in your fleet. Yeah, hi. I know, they ran from me, so this should be easy. We outnumber them quite heavily. We'll just deploy as many ships as we can. If I know one thing about the Luddic Path, it is that they can sometimes get lucky with their hammers and stuff out the gate and just nuke a ship that they had no right on paper to actually be destroying. Alright, we'll just drop in a few more of our ships. There are a lot of gremlins about in the enemy fleet. We will need to be careful. Nothing ends a life quite so quickly as a random gremlin packed with 2 reapers. Enemy safety overrided eradicator, kind of as expected, and there's the gremlins. And today they have hammers, which are almost as dangerous as reapers. Oh, 4 gremlins. Oh god, okay. Whatever you say, Luddic Path. You keep those level 5 officers in those grems. I believe in you. Just gonna throw our auto pulse there. Nice. Since none of the gremlins have really decided to engage us. Okay. Kind of want to stick to the eradicators, but they're fast, and we're not. That's a problem. Stick to the enemy eradicators, that is. I know our eradicators are following me for some reason. Alright, Mule, you decided to hold the backline for them, and you will be punished by my high-intensity lasers. That's right. Well, we can certainly keep the gremlins pushed into phase with all of our beams. So that's good. Alright, there we go. Eradicator. I'm not going to bother throwing the auto pulse at him. We'll let the high-intensity lasers work on his hull and his armor. Perfect. Oh yeah. Get melted. You never should have gotten range of me. I will destroy you. Get back here. I want your ship for my collection. Yes, their gremlins are starting to run out of combat readiness, so it's kind of now or never for them to actually do what they're supposed to, other than die. They're pretty good at dying. Alright, that one's at 0 readiness. It's just a floating target, and it's dead. Yeah, I guess we're not catching the safety overrided eradicators on their retreat. Right. There we go. And enemy fleet defeated. Okay, we actually didn't... Oh no, we did down 1 eradicator. I'm debating on whether we should take the second engagement and go for both, and the enforcer. Yeah, we're gonna go for both. We're gonna go for both. Just send our cruisers in. Okay, that's their whole fleet wiped. It didn't drop any of the eradicators. Yeah, okay. Taking this mule as a consolation prize. Alright, and we've advanced to level 6. Yay! This stage we could consider other skills. think a pretty straightforward one to take is going to be crew training to give all of our combat ships 15% more readiness. And if you don't know, combat readiness right here. The more readiness you have, the more it affects your speed, maneuverability, your damage taken, and your damage dealt, and your auto fire accuracy. So if we had like 100% readiness, we would get a 10% damage dealt and 10% reduced damage taken buff, which is really good. That's kind of why I often pair hull restoration with crew training. You may note in hull restoration you get 15% bonus combat readiness for all ships, but there's a penalty of 5% per demod. So once your ships have no demods, if you have both these skills, they get a 30% bonus to readiness, which is pretty dang good. This, of course, synergizes further if we take the combat endurance skill on our officers, basically guaranteeing that we're at 100% readiness for an officered ship. At this stage, we can finally say goodbye to our starting wayfarer that we used to get going. Kind of looking at the fleet, because we're under the amount of crew we need. So I'm just kind of looking and being like, what can I just scuttle that won't hurt my combat viability too much? And honestly, it's things like the Cerberuses, which can definitely be dropped. That also means more supplies to go around for all of our other ships. And we are still getting a tiny bit of money from Galatia Academy. That'll last for another year and 3 months. Then we'll be truly on our own. All right, little debris field. Whoa, fleet. That fleet doesn't look that scary. Do they want to rumble? No, they're just flying around being scavengers. Okay. Ooh, a gate. We can use that gate to go home easily. That'll be good for us. Let's just tag this. Where's our mission target? Some distance away from center. Okay. So normally when the mission says some distance away from center, that means it will spawn, away from center, away from the heart of the system. But it'll still be tied usually to a location. So this is probably going to be around the stable point, or it might be somewhere kind of a little bit away from this gate. No, sensor ping didn't reveal anything. Okay, down toward that stable location we go. Pop here to the location, sensor ping. Nothing. Okay, all that advice I just gave might be wrong. In close, though. Okay, that's that same independent fleet. We have an orbital habitat, which is going to be, okay. Hegemony blueprint. Hey, beta core. That's worth money. Some other stuff. Okay. And a brawler, which we're just going to grind up. There we go. Ooh, Condor that had an officer in cryosleep in it. Nice. We actually don't have a dedicated carrier. We have 12 story points. We're going to take this Condor. Oh, the crew cost, though. It's fine. It's fine. We have the gate we can go through to go home. We'll just auto-fit it for now with whatever we have, and I'll fix it later. Okay, here on the planet, extensive ruins. Hey, an administrator. Oh, so for those that don't know, administrators are only useful if we have a colony, which we don't. We have no colonies, don't plan on having them this run. So, yeah, monthly salary, large. We tossed her out the airlock. It's fine. We're good people, I swear. Okay, and this planet has the tiny rocks around it that might indicate ruins, so we're going to check it out as well. Scattered ruins. Hey, another hull mod. Very good. Okay, that's probably it for getting distracted by loot in here. Let's do like this. So we'll go to the south, do a sensor ping. So sometimes objects don't spawn near any other location, and you end up like this. Oh, that's not our mission objective. This is just a random kite. Okay, game. Well, I'd really like to find the ship we were sent here to find, even if it's not good. So we just kind of keep the sun in the radar there in the bottom right, and fly around in a big circle and do sensor pings, and hope we find quest target. Because we also kind of need that paycheck in order to keep buying fuel and stuff. Oh, okay, here we go, little ship graveyard. All right, and there's our money. Here's our target ship, and there is another Lorica. We're going to go ahead and take him. Very sturdy destroyer, very good to have. Oh, and in this pod on this ship, a level 7 officer. Perfect. There are only 4 level 7 officers per game, so it's good to have found them. Oh, it put him in this enforcer. Okay, we're going to switch you up with one of these Eradicator pilots, buddy. There you go. A mud skipper. I think we don't need that. Nope. So there's the fleet from before with the single Atlas. There's also this fleet with a ton of Atlases and other junk ships. Whoa! As is normally the case, these fleets tend to get into fights. Okay, one of these we can help out, though. Let's join these scavs, and we'll help them fight off the salvage fleet that turned pirate. Okay, because we might be able to get... Look at all those cruisers. And, you know, a big fuel tanker, big cargo freighter Atlas would be real good to have. So we're doing this for our own benefit, but, you know, for them too, I guess. Okay, we want to send in all of our best officered ships and then back it up with whatever else we can throw into the fray. Okay, let's go. And I'm not too worried about the supply costs of things here, because we should be able to take that gate home. Unless I didn't touch any other gates, in which case we're gonna be big sad. Okay, we'll just kind of follow, or wait, no, we're actually in front. Yeah, we're gonna lead the charge. The Eradicators will be right there to support us soon. Okay, come here, Volt. Let's dance. Oh, those wasps annihilated. Sad. Put our beams on him. Very nice. Oh yeah, 3 charges of high energy focus is great. Okay, that's him pretty well damaged. We need to back off and deal with our own flux. There we go. We have ships on either side to support us. We'll just vent and re-engage. I'd love to have that apogee. Those are super rare. Even if I were allowed to buy ships, those are still super hard to find. And very good. Good tanking cruiser, Omni Shield, good weapon slots and arcs, etc. Okay, we need to help our Venture. Help the Venture. Oh, there's this debris between us and our target. It's kind of a problem. There we go, that's pressure on him. His shield is so good, though. And he has supporting ships that we should be afraid of. Get melted, Vigilance, or Vanguard. I remember ship names from Vanilla that I should totally remember. Okay, let's go for the Manticore next, if we can. He's kind of backing off. Eradicator pressuring him, though. Okay, guess we're just gonna drive them back. Yeah, we actually have ships up behind them as well. Okay, this is probably a good thing. Throw that auto pulse into little Venture here and melt off his nose armor. There we go. Oh, hammers. Oh, they didn't make it through. Okay, re-engage. He's unfortunately a lone Venture. Won't save him, or rather he can't save himself. Okay, and he's fried. It's another enemy ship down. Alright, we need to focus on the apogee. Oh, there we go. I didn't realize he was already almost fluxed out, but this is good for us. Just let those lasers work on him. Perfect. And he's marked disabled, not destroyed. Hopefully we can recover him. I would love to have an apogee as the flagship for this fleet, even though the Tsunami is a very, very good thing offensively. Quite enjoyed it so far. And I'm on Manticore. Get beamed. There you go. Yeah, they still have a lot of cruisers in play. They're definitely not out of the running by any means. Let's go ahead and deploy the Plunder. Get ourselves some missile support going on. Eradicator looks flamed out, honestly. Yeah, oh yeah, his engines were offline. Okay, well, we're gonna put the beams to him. There we go, he's fried. Alright, we've cut our way through. Fury is next. If we could get into range to hit him with the auto pulses, which we can't. Even strafing away from us, he's too fast. But as long as we keep the gravitons on him, that's going to keep him busy. I'll put myself on hold fire. That'll give us the top speed, 0 flux boost. That'll get us in range. There we go. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. Definitely. There we go. We got him. Good work, everyone, especially me. Oh, they've left. Oh, there's more cruisers just all the way across the field that we haven't dealt with. Okay. Do not think we need to deploy any more ships at this stage. We're going to be just fine with what we have. Hey, another Venture with a level 7 officer in it. Okay. Well, I don't think he's gonna live. He's very durable, but it's not gonna work. Okay, enemy fleet defeated. All those goodies there. Oh, and I kinda want to go in. Oh yeah, they're too large to disengage. We're too large to disengage. We're gonna get to fight their supply fleet. This time we'll focus on deploying mostly our smaller ships. Maybe 1 Eradicator. Don't even think I need to manually pilot for this one. Just put myself on autopilot. We'll play Fleet Commander for a minute. Yeah, 1 Vigilance, 1 Champion. Okay. At least they didn't throw out their cargo ships to fight, but next fight, if they can't disengage, they may have to. And if they try and run, we're going to pursue them. I want those cargo ships. Okay, yeah, pursue. And we'll take the auto-resolve. Nice, got all of them. Okay, ship recovery. What do we got? Take our kites. Take that Hound. There's the apogee I wanted. Nice. I am tempted to take the Ventures. I think we're going to grab the... Oh, the Champion is expensive. Okay, we're just going to take the apogee. That's our prize. Costs are a problem. Okay, downed. Scoop up loot. Oh, there's a whole Eradicator floating. I think our fleet is large enough, though. We'll take the fuel tanker. Oh, and there's just another fuel tanker floating, which we'll salvage. Okay. Well, that's good stuff. Let's put in for that gate and see if we get to fly home the easy way or not. Oh, no, I didn't touch any gates in the core worlds. We have to fly back the hard way. That is super unfortunate. Okay, we're not keeping this fuel tanker. We already have enough fuel. It takes 184 supplies to get us up to functional. I don't know if we actually have enough supplies to get all these ships back to safety. Definitely need to be going slowly through hyperspace storms. So I'll let you know how it goes once we get to the next interesting bit. There's a whole fleet down here. Oh, okay, and they do want to turn pirate, so we might be able to get some more supplies out of these guys. Especially given that they barely have combat ships, right? We are just going to deploy a ton of our small junk ships into the fray. Hello, Hound. Honestly, don't know that I even needed to deploy my main ship into this. They have so few ships that are threats. But I guess having me here will at least speed things up. Or I'll die from overconfidence, one of the two. Oh yeah, that's a lot of fighters you have. What they do have is a bunch of these Geminis that each have 2 fighter bays. So that's a little obnoxious of them. Oh, some of our thrusters are out. Oh no, all of our thrusters are out. No, 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 no. Remember how I said overconfident? I didn't expect it to come around this quickly. No. Stop it. Ow, harpoons. Ow. No. Save me, autopilot. Or get me overloaded. That's also an option. It's fair though, given how low our hull is. God dang it. No. Goodbye, cruel world. Our engines are gone again. Claw fighters, man, with the ion cannons. They'll get you. Okay, screw it. We are deploying more ships to the fray. This has suddenly turned into a life or death battle. Told our primary flagship to retreat. Hopefully that'll succeed. In the meantime, we're gonna go over and hop in the apogee. It would be very unfortunate to lose everything right here. Just occurred to me that is technically a possibility. Okay, we're gonna point ourselves toward their main cluster of ships. We have a few more ships we can deploy. Yeah, at this point we're using everything. It's not even about getting supplies out of this fight. It's about survival. Move toward that venture so our point defense can help, whatever we have anyway. There we go. We are our fleet's primary tank, so we want to be in front. Get harpooned. Never mind, those harpoons didn't even make it out the gate. Alright, let's suppress the next target. We've overloaded that venture, that's good. Ouch, we ourselves are about to be overloaded, that's really bad. Block those. Yep, just keep spamming active flare launcher. Keep those fighters away. Oh man, this is infinitely more rough than I thought it was going to be. Okay, danger vent. Gun him down. Yeah, any carrier we can take down is a win. Come on, finish him. Nice, okay. We're overloaded. No, 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 no. It's alright. They're not throwing missiles at us or anything. Everything's okay. We're good. Vent and get back in. We'll go for the next carrier. Perfect. Pressure him. IR auto lance him. We'll help our venture work on this venture. Really feeling the lack of an integrated targeting unit on this thing. I think I just smashed autofit on it and planned on fitting it once we got back to safety. But we didn't make it back to safety, now did we? Alright, we're gonna turn and change targets and shoot this Gemini. Yep, just like that. Get wrecked. This is for hurting my primary ship, you monster. Alright, got that Gemini down. We'll go back to harassing this poor venture. Actually, we're kind of getting overwhelmed by fighter pressure. Back it up. Back up to our allies. Perfect. Push forward again. This is yet another example where a very tanky venture holds the line for the enemy, but not forever. Took quite a while to tear all the armor off of him, but he should drop soon. There we go. Nice. Okay. What do they got left? Gemini over there. We definitely want that dead. It's all the way down here. Let's go. Alright, we are on him. Full volume burst. Vengeance. Very nice. Alright, they really don't have much left. We have this one combat ship left up here, and that's about it. So I think we're pretty much done here. Yep, there we go. Enemy fleet defeated. Victory. Oh, it got destroyed. Dang it. No, my baby. Okay, well, we're gonna take them in pursuit just to take their loot. Oh, it costs so much supplies to recover. Okay, we're gonna leave some of our ships behind. Actually, heck, let's drop our mule and we'll take one of their Geminis. Well, that was really rough. That was not the free supplies and fuel I thought it would be. At least I got my main ship back. Well, let's continue limping home to the core worlds. Oh, all of that for like 80,000 credits, which may not cover our operating costs. I don't know yet. We're almost home though. We're almost back to civilization. We're almost back, but I spy salvage. It's a mud skipper with nothing of real value on it. Okay. All right, and we are in. Oop, there's something salvageable. Oh. It's so shiny. It's a Fluorspar. What's it doing here? Oh, it's so expensive to recover, but we're gonna do it. It's fine. We're in civilized space, we can do this. We can afford stuff, maybe. Okay, our fleet has gotten kind of wide and kind of expensive to run. So we need to fix that somehow. And of course, the fastest way to fix that is just going to be scuttling ships hither and yon until the situation improves. Sell off all of our loot. Turned in some prisoners, which got us some nice cash. Want to take those AI cores to Tri-Tac, probably. Which means we can't really afford to be buying anything that might risk a black market transaction here. We're just going to take the supplies, get repaired, and get out of here. Out of hegemony space and back to the comfort of a Tritachyon Corporation-controlled volume. Gained a whole 5 experience from trading with the hedge. Almost level 7. Almost. Home sweet Tritac home. Let's go talk to the station administrator. Turn in these AI cores for fat money. Do have a lot of gun variety we're carrying around. Okay, this thing, very shiny. Oh, horribly expensive to recover that demod. We're just gonna wait for hull restoration to fix that for us. Okay, so this thing has a hull mod that synergizes with beams. Harmonic resonance with beams fired, increasing destructive potential and also increase flux dissipation rate. We're going to combine this with beam shear from Yunru's Hullmods to reduce our range further, but increase our damage by 37%. Throw Ox thrusters on there and blast doors. And yeah, we're going to S-mod that to help out the range penalty. S-mod in the thrusters for more speed. We're going to be doing pretty dang good. So real quickly, what can the Fluorspar do? Well, it spins good, and it looks very pretty. That's the first thing. Let's test it out against a few targets. Where's that venture? There she is. Now our ship system. Whoa, let's us do that. Oh man, that's a lot. Okay. But also we just do a ton of damage. We just ghost away. Oh, he's gonna vent too? What a jerk. Okay, let's re-engage. Perfect. Look at that. Evade. Just zip around him to get behind him. That is awesome. I have heard tell of captains with Fluorspars using them to solo entire fleets. I don't know that I'm that good, but I can definitely take down a venture. Probably. Honestly, given how much shielding he has, I begin to have my doubts. Even with our mad damage boosts. Ouch. Mining blasters. Okay, so maybe with better weapons on the Fluorspar, it could do a lot of work. But as it stands, highly mobile, very hilarious. A good addition to the fleet. I don't know if I want the stress of personally piloting it, however. So I will stick to the Tsunami for now. Only I had an officer that didn't have a missile spec, then we would have a perfect person to pilot this thing. But Fluorspar has no missiles, everyone has missile spec. Grr. Okay, and primarily by turning in those AI cores, we are quite wealthy again. So that's nice. A mission. Go and disrupt Capetian Starworks. How much does 150 Marines cost? Oh yeah, we could totally afford that. Take a few extra. Let's do it. Although I have not accepted a commission, it doesn't mean I can't help out my friends. Let's go have a talk with Capetian Starworks about their orbital works. Oh, I see a pirate fleet, like right there. They might try and engage us. We touch the station. Let's go dark. There we go. Slip in here. Disrupt orbital works. 80 days. Nice. Easy money. Bam. Relations improved. And a level up. Do like leveling up. Okay. Next, we're going to take tactical drills for a 5% bonus weapon damage for combat ships and effectiveness of ground raids. Because you know what we're about to do with all these Marines. We are going to slip back into Capetian the next day. And no, we are not. Okay. We cannot attack them because they have all these pirate ships around. We need to be able to slip past the defenders. Okay, there we go. Try again. Now we can raid them for their valuables. Unfortunately, they don't have much in the way of valuables. They mostly have metals. We do have the cargo space, and it's basically free. So we're going to take that. We're going to take those metals. Those are our metals now. Whenever I purchase Marines, I try and do something with them every time I find someone to raid, just because it helps refund the cost of the Marines. Ouch, hitting all these asteroids, however, is not profitable. Okay, there we go. Sell off our paltry amount of metal that we stole. I mean, liberated. Ow, rocks. I want out of here. There are too many rocks. Okay, we're going to scan that gate so that I have at least one gate scanned so I don't screw it up like last time. And alright, supply cache back in Fearsome Engine. We've been there before. How did I miss the supply cache in here? Let's go have a look-see. I should also really pick up more officers. I have 4 officer slots that are empty. Oh, there's something going on right here. What this? Pirates, scavs. Honestly, they don't have a lot of enemy ships in that fleet ball. We're just gonna, oh yeah, we can just auto-resolve. Okay, we'll send in a couple eradicators for the auto-resolve. There's nothing there valuable to recover. We'll just take the smidge, our smidge of the supply share, and then salvage up all the ships that dropped. There we go, a little bit of profit. Oof, monthly expenses, 10k. Oh no, our fleet is still too large, too costly. It's okay, we have a lot of money. Alright, cruising back in. Oh, hello, fleet. I think we friend. Ooh, mining station. I really didn't finish exploring in here, did I? Scoop up all the goodies. I think this planet might have ruins. Yeah, widespread ruins, with not a lot going on. Research station. Not our mission target, but holy heck, look at all that stuff. Blueprints for ships that we probably aren't allowed to build due to the challenge, but we got some Hullmods out of the deal and this Fullerton spool. That's good stuff. Oh, and just adjacent to that is the supply cache. That was our mission goal. Let's poke around and see if there's anything else of interest in here, since I apparently hadn't surveyed everything. Nice, widespread ruins, 581 heavy armaments. That is an absurd amount of value. We're taking all of that. Yeah, that's really good. Good enough that I might drop the transplutonics. Yeah, alright. Well, that's going to be a ton of money when we get home. Debris field, don't care. Another planet with ruins. Not that we can carry any more goods. Okay, we have a blueprint that we already have. And yeah, we're just going to take the supplies. We don't need the rest of that. It's 5,000 units of food that we have no space for. Don't think this volcanic world has any ruins. Nope, no ruins. Oh, okay, everyone. That is about all that I have time for in this episode. So I will catch you all in the next one, and we will continue the run and see how far we make it. I'm feeling pretty good about things at this stage, other than we've had some tense battles, but I think we're going to aim for Captain level 15 for ourselves, and I mean, we kind of have a full fleet. It's just not very optimal, not very synergistic, but we'll see what we can build over the next few episodes. Catch you later.